Hello, we are back on the turbo trainer. I always feel like every time I'm talking to the camera that it's always when I'm on Zwift, when I'm on the indoor trainer. But we're back for another video, and I'm currently just 5 minutes into my training peak session for the day. So if you come around here, so as you can see, we've got training peaks linked with my Zwift, which I just realised that I could do. I didn't actually know that before. So we've got 20 minutes at a 165 watts. My heart rate is up a little bit because I've just actually started the session. Then we've got 3 intervals of 5 minutes at 205 watts, 3 minutes at 130 watts, and then we've got a 5-minute cool down later on. So as you've seen in the clip before, I had a good feed up for lunch, cooked by yours truly. So we had chicken, rice, good carb dense meal, and obviously got this bike session. Now this morning I did do a 35-minute active recovery run, and what I mean by active recovery is that my heart rate was really low, kept low above, for me, 135 beats per minute, almost painfully slow. But you've got to do it to make sure that when we're doing these harder sessions, not that this is a harder session, that we actually have the gas and the energy for it. Start following the training peaks 80-20 endurance program maintenance plan before we start the proper Ironman program at the end of January. We're going to finish this session, let my missus get on with her session, so she's in camera one for the rest of the evening. Oh. Okay, so that is 1 hour finished up on Zwift there. Ended up doing, like I said, 20 minutes at a relatively easy zone 2 pace, and then 3 intervals of zone 3, 5 minutes, 3 minutes at zone 1, and then 5 minutes at zone 2, and then a nice easy cool down. I think that'll almost sound like algebra to people who don't actually cycle, but for people who do, you'll know what I mean. Zone 2, zone 3, most of my training is done in that zone 2 easy effort at the minute. As I said this morning, I did do a run which was a relatively easy pace. Zone 1, relatively easy, actually very easy. I did briefly mention earlier on when I was on the bike, but I have actually started the 80-20 endurance maintenance triathlon plan. So what I mean by this is 80-20 endurance are the company I've actually got the training plan from. If you didn't know about them already, I'd highly recommend going on their website. If you look at their maintenance plan, they're actually offering it for free. Obviously, I'm not linked with the company whatsoever. I had a look on the website after seeing a lot of really good reviews about people who've previously completed triathlons and Ironmans and marathons using their principles of 80% at a moderate to easy pace and a 20% at a higher intensity. So the main reason behind this is that you're only spending 20% of your time at that higher intensity, so you have more energy in the tank for the harder intervals. The reason I bought the maintenance triathlon plan at the minute is purely because in the end of January, I think it's the 24th, I am going to be buying their level 2 Ironman full program. So I just wanted to test their current principles out, you know, like I said, during the maintenance plan, and actually see, you know, if I enjoy it, if I can actually apply them to my current training routine, and whether it is going to actually be something which I'm going to enjoy. And if I'm totally honest, I do really think it is going to be, because with it being my first Ironman and triathlon in general, obviously I want to make sure that I'm structuring my training correctly for me, and it's going to be something which is going to yield the best results. So currently at the minute I am doing 3 or 4 bike sessions, 3 runs, 3 swims, because swimming really is not the best out of the 3 disciplines at the minute for me. So I'm really making sure I'm getting those swims in, and 3 gym sessions. I mentioned in other videos that I know my gym sessions are going to drop probably to twice a week, so I can fit in another run or swim as the weeks and the months go on. Okay, so that is it for today's training. Run and cycle. Gonna get a good feed up and get on with the rest of the evening and the week. What are we cooking up?
We're doing a prawn and chorizo with tomato and cream linguine.
Looking good. Carbs and a little bit of protein after some training. Can't beat it, can you?
No.
So we've got chorizo, onion, garlic.
Bit of chilli going in.
Looking good. Now that is a proper feed up. As just said in the last clip, the 80-20 plan does follow the principle of 80% at a lower intensity, 20% at a higher intensity. And the reason I've chosen this plan is because I've looked at a lot of reviews online, and I think a lot of people, when they're doing Ironman training plans, obviously because it's such a long distance, people will end up overtraining and end up fatiguing, picking up a lot of little injuries, and obviously the main factor, like I just said, is overtraining. So they get into race day and they're completely fatigued because they've tried to do too much training over a shorter period of time and cram everything in, which, as we know, is not ideal for performance on the day. So I think pretty much since beginning of lockdown March, before I had my bike, before I started swimming, when I actually found out about this principle, I pretty much slowed my runs right down from like an 8-minute per mile pace, where my heart rate would pretty much go up to like 165, 170, which for someone who, you know, is supposed to be relatively fit is not ideal. So I right down to around 9:30 minutes per mile when my heart rate was below like 150, so that 150 ceiling. And what I noticed is that although it was really slow, my endurance capacity and my stamina has actually improved a lot. And obviously I want to carry on this principle over the course of the next 6 months, or actually 29 weeks until the Ironman UK Bolton. So when I get to the 4th of July, I'm not overtrained, I'm not fatigued, and I'm ready to go. So obviously the good thing is I can apply this to swimming, cycling, running, and my gym workout, where a lot of the time I'm staying at a pace or an effort level or an RPE, whatever you want to call it, which is somewhat conservative, and I still have a little bit left in the tank. So when I do have those hard days, the 20%, I have a lot of energy to give, and I'm going to get more bang for my buck, as they would say. So this is how I'm going to go about the training over the next 6 weeks, up until, well, obviously over Christmas, over New Year, up until the end of January, when I start the proper level 2 training program. So I'll put on the screen, or will have throughout this video, put on a little bit of information about the 80-20 endurance plan. So obviously I'm not in partnership with this company, as I previously said. I want you to put in the comments below, what training plans have you followed for Ironman or any type of triathlon? Have you done it off your own back, or have you actually followed a set training program just like the 80-20 plan, or have you found it online, or have you hired a one-to-one coach? What have you actually done, and has it actually helped you get really good results, or did you follow a plan which you know you'll never actually follow again because you felt horrible and got bad results on the day? So thank you for watching the video. If you want to join my journey to the Ironman UK Bolton 2021, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and any comments you've got, put them in the comments below. Thank you.